So I get this question all the time is, how do you measure this? That's great. But again, we're talking the non-tangible culture thing and how do we make it tangible? So what we have done is we picked 4 areas of our call center business that we wanted to see if we could figure out how we can use attitude and effort. And one was on our hiring. 2 was in how we pay, right? How we pay, how we incent, how we give commissions. We call it proficiency pay, how we do that, how we're actually doing the management with our supervisors, and what type of environment do we have, right? So if we can figure out how to install this attitude and effort type culture into these 4 kind of core concepts, we thought we were going to have something pretty special. So what we ended up doing is that, and I'm going to show you exactly how we did both of those things, which I think is pretty cool. And for us, and for call centers that can figure this out, I think it's an absolute total weapon when it comes to servicing your customers, when it comes to turnover, when it comes to having reps that enjoy what they're doing, because there's now a focus on what they need to do, and it's simple, right? It's not just saying, hey, we got to do these 8 things. It's no, we got to do these 2 things, and under those come these things. So I think it kind of ties things into a bow a little bit easier when you're kind of talking about what a rep needs to do. So let's talk about attitude. This was the most difficult piece of this was how do you incent? How do you pay your reps to have a good attitude? And that has not been able to really be done for us other than in the past 3 or 4 years when we've implemented advanced speech analytics. So every single client of ours is on our analytics platform, and we actually are paying all of our customer service reps. We're actually incenting them off of positive customer sentiment, right? And positive agent sentiment. So every single day they're looking at where they are from their tone, right? From their word choice. And we're actually paying our reps more to have a good attitude. So we've actually found a way to really make that a tangible way to pay reps, which has been the number one biggest change for the good in our contact center, is being able to use speech analytics and not just talk to clients about, hey, here's the trending keywords and here's your customer sentiment and we're working on this, but to show, number one, that our reps are using proper tone, that they're treating customers right, but 2, that we're going to pay you more if you're doing that. From the hiring standpoint, we've come up with about 15 different questions, so our interviews are a little bit longer, and we're just trying to have a conversation with you. We're trying to get you to laugh. We're trying to get to your personality. We're looking for team players. We know exactly kind of what we want from that standpoint, and so there's many people in here. So there's probably, from the outsourcing side, there's about 3 contact centers. Dial America's here. There's another independent BPO. There's us here, and then there's a lot of internal call centers as well. So we very easily can get reps that have worked their whole life in the call center industry, and maybe have done a really good job, but they don't fit what we're looking for from an attitude standpoint, just by that interview, by that conversation. Wanted to be not a team player, just wants to go off into the corner and kind of do their own thing, and we don't want that. So they're not a good fit. From a management standpoint, there's a lot of different things that we do, but the number one thing, and I wanted to do this, and I'm going to go deeper into this, is we control the first 30 minutes of the shift, where we actually assess attitude. Supervisors have to greet reps, and this is and we're going to talk from the work from home environment as well. They're kind of taking the temperature. We don't allow poor attitude. So everyone has that rep that comes in and is like, oh, this is terrible. It's Monday. I don't want to be here, right? A lot of you guys just say, hey, come on, turn it around. No, we don't let them on the floor. Now, we don't send them home. But when they were in-house, they would go, we'd say, hey, go get a cup of coffee. We'd have go into the break room, go relax, but I can't let you on the floor until, we have a good attitude. That starts to resonate with everyone if you're very consistent with it. When it comes to the environment, we believe in fun no matter what. So even if we have a conservative, we're working for financial services clients, insurance clients, We're trying to play games, some type of game at all time. Every supervisor has to have a game going on.